Okay guys, it's Chris with Chris Does What, and today we have a little problem with the Jeep. Starter is just problematic. It's not even turning over. So I took the starter out and had it tested by Advanced Auto Parts, and of course it's bad. So we got a new starter. We're going to show you how to stick it in, and we're also going to show how you can look to see how much shimming you need to do to that starter, if any shimming is needed. If it had shims on it, go ahead and take it out and stick the original shims back in it, but that still might be a problem, as we experienced with this, since we've already installed it. So y'all stay tuned. So, before you take the starter out or put a new starter in, always disconnect your power wire. Because nothing like getting that shocking experience as the positive wire touches the frame of your vehicle and it just scares the crap out of you. Okay, so we have the starter on our bench, and you see right here, I've taken this black permanent Sharpie, and I've just colored in the teeth. Hopefully you can see that, to give something that when we put this in and we try to start the Jeep, I can see where the gear on the Jeep is hitting this gear on the starter. And that way we can take it out and then analyze if we need to add shims or take it out. The starter originally had one shim in there. So let's go stick it in and see how this looks. When you're using something like paint or a marker to mark the teeth on your gear, you may want to remove the coil wire off your distributor cap. That way you can turn the engine over a little bit longer without the engine starting. Okay, so to take this starter out, you would just do the reverse of what we did here. And this starter is a pain in the butt to get in here. Ah, ow. Okay, we got it in there. Now, if you're putting shims in, you want to put this one in, this bolt in first, because your shims have an opening on this side. Okay. Pull this up a little bit. Okay, I'm using a Milwaukee drill to pull these up. And let's go ahead and stick the shim in. It'll be more fun. We'll see where it was originally hitting. I know this, I think it needs more shims than this, but this will give us I guess a good baseline. Okay. And put it in the other side. And then finish pulling this up. Okay, so now we have it in, ready to test out the starter. Okay, so after you get your starter bolted up there, you want to go ahead and add your wires on here. Of course, there's only two sizes. This is your big one, goes directly to your battery, and this is going to your key switch to engage the starter itself. Then stick your little lock washer over the top of it. And tighten it down. So this one's a 5/16, this is a half. Now find your socket wrench, wherever that is. Okay. Okay, now let's go up top and test it, see how it does. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in our ground here. So we'll get this tightened up and we'll start it, or hopefully start it. Startage would be good. Okay, so my son's going to get in the Jeep, and see if it'll turn over. That's the door opening. And the magic happens.
Ready?
Yes. Clear. Oh, try again. Okay, so you heard the first time, there's something improperly shimmed. So we have to get in here and take it out, and hopefully that black permanent marker shows us where the spindle, the gear on the starter, is coming in contact with the flywheel. Okay guys, so we got the starter back out and we're looking at here, and yes, we definitely need shims. I don't know if you can see that there, but this thing's almost buttoned to the bottom of that tooth. So we're going to pull this up a bit with a few shims. We found these GM shims. They do fit. We'll stick the shims on, see how, and then we'll crank it up and see how it sounds. We're not going to show that in the video because we've already put the starter on. It's fairly simple. So we do it again. Just follow them steps and we'll see if it grinds. Okay guys, so the starter we put in, we took out, we put in, we took out. We had it shimmed correctly, but there was a problem with that starter. So we had to go down to Advanced Auto Parts and replace the starter with a new starter. Then we stuck the new starter in with only one shim, and it starts every time. So if you have a problem and you do it over and over again, like my son did, he probably, how many times did you take the starter out?
Like 8 times?
Yeah, so he was putting the starter in, taking it out. You know, I showed him how to do it, but I'm old and I don't like crawling under there, so he took care of that. Brad, you want to go ahead and crank it up, see if it starts? Okay. So it starts every time, and we're good. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get reminders of our channel. If you're looking for great recipes, good eats, check out diningwithdanielle.com. I've left the link down below many times, or just go down and just about us, the video description. You can read all about it. Please feel free to leave comments, and we thank you for watching. Y'all please take care.